Mason from Mason Works Marketing here on Conscious Business Zone, the evening edition, with Fumi Johns Stewart, who's the Executive Director of May Peace Prevail on Earth, and Keiko Nakamichi, did I say it right? From Japan, who's also from the same organization. And today we're here to talk about a very interesting and heart-centered subject. So Fumi, hello. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Oh, hi, Kathy. Thanks for inviting me and Keiko as well. We're just so thrilled to join you this evening. Thank you.
So Fumi, let's start talking about, if we could, about May Peace Prevail on Earth, so that people can understand the value of what you and Keiko do.
I would love to talk about May Peace Prevail on Earth, Kathy. It's my favorite topic. And I hope that many of you listening and watching to this have seen somewhere a sticker, or better yet, a peace pole that has carries a message, "May peace prevail on Earth." But I think many of you don't know where it originated. So I'd like to talk to you a little bit about where this started. Is that good, Kathy? Good
sure,
starting?
that's perfect.
There was a man in Japan after World War II who was very affected by the dropping of the bomb of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and also the surrender of Japan. And of course, he's not the only one. Everyone in Japan felt that as well. So he searched deep within, became very spiritual, and he studied various spiritual practices, went into meditation and prayer. And he received, through divine dispensation, through inspiration, the words, "May peace prevail on Earth." And he was asked to spread that globally. And he often said that because Japan suffered the first atomic bomb that was dropped on, humanity and Mother Earth, that Japan had a big mission to send a very deep and sacred, strong message of peace out to the world. And that was and is May Peace Prevail on Earth. So that's how May Peace Prevail on Earth first got founded. And also, his name was Masahisa Goi, and his wife was also from Hiroshima. So there was also an added piece to him of why he was so touched by the happening that happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So that was the start. And from there, it just has become, in the past 7 decades almost, the message has been embraced by citizens around the world. I believe it is the widely known peace message, embraced by millions of people. And as you know, there's over, or maybe you don't know, but there are over 200,000 peace poles planted on the planet with this message. So you can imagine all those people embracing the message and wanting to plant a peace pole to send this message out to their community and the world and join in that unity and peace consciousness. So that is a little background of the movement, May Peace Prevail on Earth.
Thank you. Do you have a little peace pole? I saw Keiko.
I do. The screen is small.
I've got my sticker over there.
Keiko has one.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, great. So everyone, if you haven't seen one of these, there we go. There's have multiple sides. Some of them are like 4x4.
Many languages.
Yeah, these are special. It's a 6-sided peace pole.
Wow. And there's 2 languages on each side.
Yes.
I haven't seen one of those. There's a lot of these poles in Boulder, Colorado, where I live.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a few of them.
Beautiful.
Yes. So the peace polls and May Peace Prevail on Earth is about 29 years old or 30 years old. Is that correct?
Oh, it started Masahisa Goi started the movement in 1954.
Oh, okay. So
it's
6 years.
it's been, decades now. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And but the peace ceremony that we'll be talking about, it's the 76th anniversary, correct?
Yes, it's the 76th year after the dropping of the atomic bomb. So we'll be celebrating the 76th commemoration. Mm-hmm.
So, Keiko, do you want to tell us a little bit about how you've gotten involved with May Peace Prevail on Earth?
Sure. I was born and raised in Hiroshima, and yes, in Hiroshima, I in the education field, we had we have many educational program for peace, and peace education is provided from elementary school, from a young age. And we learn about the reality of the atomic bomb, and we have the chance to listen to the survivors' experiences or some films, or we visit the Peace Memorial Park. Yeah, that's the educational program in Hiroshima. And yeah, so gradually, a strong hope and a desire has arisen from my heart. These tragedies should not happen anymore on this planet, and so that's the big reason. Yeah, I started engaged in the peace activities. Yeah, and I, you know, as Fumi explains, um, many peace boards or stickers on the message "May peace prevail on earth." We can see many everywhere in the city or on the roads or the buildings. So yeah, I just see the message, and I had the interest in that. Yeah.
So
So that's the beginning.
that's the beginning. So how long have you been with this organization?
Yes. Yeah, maybe my parents also interested in this peace message and the movement. So so that was when I was elementary school or some, yeah, maybe so more than 30 years or
Wow.
yeah, maybe 40 years.
You
Yes,
don't look
yes,
like
I
you could be
engaged.
40 years old. Oh. So Fumi, is Keiko going to be part of this ceremony for the lighting the flame? Okay, so let's share about if you would, Fumi, if you could
Mhm.
share about what's happening in August so that people could understand. I mean, this is a great opportunity. The world has gotten so small with the shutdown and with media now. You can talk just like we are with anyone anywhere around the world, and we can see we're all the same. We all want safety and love and security and peace for our families. We all want that. And now we're so close. We can see we really have a chance. I'm optimistic. Have a chance to put these atrocities, because war at any level in any part of our history has been, is, we don't need it anymore.
Mhm.
So could you talk a little bit about that? Because Fumi, I think people are still afraid to talk about it. The guilt that people feel, they're
Mhm.
still afraid.
Mhm. Yes, thank you for that, Kathy. Well, the 76th anniversary is coming up. And of course, after 76 years, we still have the threat of nuclear war, which is just insane. But it's a very important time to bring awareness to the fact that, you know, history should not be repeated, and that we honor and commemorate this day, not the devastation and the horrors, but really to bring our hearts together and unity and oneness and solidarity to really bring humanity forward and walk the path of peace together as one global family. So it's a day to remind people how important that is, that we move from a culture of war to a culture of peace, a culture of culture based on materialism, greed, and fear, to a culture based on spiritual values. And we're moving into that era so much. As you know, there's predictions, you know, the condor and the eagle flying in the sky now. And you know, yes, moving from a age of Pisces to age of Aquarius, a lot of things are happening energetically to the planet. So it is the opportune time for all of us to come together and just recommit again to a nuclear-free world, to oneness, to peace, to nonviolence, to equality, justice, and all of the things that we are here to support, moving our world toward a culture of peace. So with that, it's really exciting, and also going to be a very sacred 2-hour program on August the 5th that we are hosting online. It's that August 5th for us here in the US is August the 6th in Japan. And that's the day, the commemoration day. And the highlight of the 2-hour program is the global synchronized meditation at 8:15 a.m. Japan time, which is the exact moment the bomb was dropped. And the citizens of Japan are stopped for 1 moment of silence to observe a minute of silence, to pray not only for the people who have perished in Hiroshima, but for people who have suffered in wars and violence everywhere in the world. So it's a day of commemorizing and remembering those people, and also to call forth. It is also a call to peace at the same time. So we're really excited because it is the event is co-produced by our Hiroshima members. and Keiko is a big part of that.
Oh, thank you.
She will be hosting the first hour is being hosted by May Peace Prevail on Earth International, the U.S. team, and the second hour will be hosted by the Hiroshima team, and Keiko will be the master of ceremonies for that second hour. And maybe Keiko, you could tell us a little bit about what you have planned for the second hour of the program from Hiroshima.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, 1 hour program, and the main of the program is a World Peace Flag ceremony. Um, you know, Usually we had the ceremony in Hiroshima Peace Park, but due to the coronavirus, since last year we had online event, World Peace Flag ceremony. We had just usually the World Peace Flag ceremony in front of the atomic bomb monument. We have about 200 world flags. We use national flags. One by one, we bear and hold and show like this. And for example, may peace be in Japan. One by one, we recite the prayer and raising hold the national flag in front of the atomic bomb monument. Yeah, one by one, and all the nations we pray for the country. Yes, that's a very beautiful program. So on that, August 6th is a very Memorial Day. So many visitors and travelers from overseas visited Hiroshima and Peace Park. Thousands of people gathering. Those who attend the city peace memorial ceremony, or just visit the peace memorial museums, or many thousands of travelers visit. So we ask them to as a flag bearer, and they all happy to accept our request, and they very respectfully they hold the national flag and pray for the country together.
So
And
Beautiful.
yes,
Yes.
Kathy, it's so moving. There's 193 countries of the world. So you can imagine one by one, Keiko's describing, volunteers will pick up a flag and hold the flag on behalf of every country of the world, raise it and invoke a prayer, send a prayer to the country. May peace be in the United States of America. May peace be in Afghanistan. It's such a moving and sacred ceremony right in front of the atomic bomb dome. It's a memorial now. It's one of the one of the buildings that was destroyed but is still standing, and that has become a monument to peace. So Keiko's been involved so many years organizing this event in the park. However, she mentioned COVID, and for the last 2 years, this year included, we will be having the program online. And as you said, it is a blessing in disguise, because then we can invite so many people to be with us and watch this program wherever you are in the world, and to really connect with the spirit of peace that symbolizes Hiroshima. And the Hiroshima members, they will be doing a live stream from the park. A few people will be there walking around to show the park and the dome, and also we'll be able to listen to the peace bell ring at 8:15 a.m. for 1 minute. It's going to be a very, very moving ceremony. And the first hour, Kathy, is going to be also very moving. We have interviews, or it's not an interview, it's a sharing by a hibakusha. The survivors are called hibakusha, and she was 8 years old when the bomb fell. So she is coming and talking to us about her experience. And we have a second generation survivor whose mother was a hibakusha, and she will be speaking about her experience having a first generation mother. And she's an author. She has written a children's book about her mother's experience that is being used as an educational book in schools across the US, or I think in the East Coast primarily. So then we have 5 youth that represent different parts of the world that will be speaking for peace and a nuclear-free world. It's going to be just beautiful to listen to the voices of youth. We have someone from the Indian culture representing India, the Balkan nations, just a sweet lady from Ukraine who will be speaking about the Chernobyl experience. We have someone from the Marshall Islands, and the Marshall Islands has been affected so much by all the testing over the decades. So she will be speaking, and we also have someone speaking from Hiroshima. So that's going to be just a beautiful way of listening to the youth as they really carry this legacy of culture of peace, creating a culture of peace, to the future. We also have 2 indigenous presenters, Hereditary Chief Phil Lane Jr., who will open the ceremony, and also Patricia Ann Davis, who is a Diné Nation and Choctaw elder, and she will be speaking about indigenous wisdom and traditions. And some other presenters will be joining us. We also have music, beautiful koto music played by one of our Hiroshima members, Marty K. Casey, Dr. Marty K. Casey.
Oh, she'll be great.
She'll be singing for us, and also Kristen Hoffman will be closing. So we have a beautiful lineup of people who feel so called to be a part of this program, and they want to contribute and add their energies to this program for peace to prevail on Earth.
So Kieko, are there a lot of people in your group that will participate in Japan? Because this is this is going to be a big Zoom call.
ふみさん、
Okay.
昔、
yeah, yeah. 日本から大勢参加しますかっていう質問。
oh, yes. Sure. We expect maybe more than 40 people will join our program. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's going to be more than 40.
More than 40. Yeah. Just I know the number.
Well, you know, Kathy,
our member, you know.
Members in Hiroshima maybe 40, but throughout Japan, there'll be over 250 people, 250 of us on the Zoom call. And we will be having a simultaneous interpretation between English and Japanese.
Oh,
so this is very special. They'll be able to listen and understand all of the beautiful speeches and sharing from our English speakers.
That's fantastic. So I'd love to also have you, Fumi, talk a little bit about the idea of the Olympics tying in with this celebration, because I think it's a brilliant idea.
Yes, it's, you know, there's possibly this is the only chance in my lifetime to know that the peace flame, I call it the peace flame of the Olympics, is burning at the same time as the peace flame in Hiroshima. It's so auspicious that I think we need to bring attention while the Olympic is going on, that the spirit of the Olympics is so much about peace, spreading peace and unity, cooperation, friendship, creating relationships. So the former mayor of Hiroshima, Mr. Akiba, is also calling for a minute of silence during the Olympics, and we shall see if that happens, but he's petitioning for that. And of course, we call on all of you to connect the two flames together in the spirit of peace. You know, the burning flame is so symbolic. It's so symbolic. The fire of love. It's light going out into the world. And I think just being aware that there are two flames, making the peace flame ever so strong and more potent to go out and to convey the message of peace to the global heart. So it's a very special time this year to be welcoming those two flames burning in the soul of Japan, not only the soul of Japan, but also to the world.
Right. That's what's so beautiful about this. It's another opportunity to celebrate sportsmanship-like behavior, which is what the Olympics is about. And even this year, the Olympics focused on the children. So it was interesting that they did an animated film as part of their opening ceremonies that's also directing towards unity, consciousness, unified participation. And because the Olympics was not based on it's good sportsmanship. It's not it's not a gladiator arena. And so there's so many connections. As far as the children, I know that your organization has a video that was recorded from all over the world. These beautiful children asked for peace. And that's why I wanted to bring up the children, because we're in this era of change where we don't have to do things all the same way. And we are seeing we're all the same. It's not these artificial lines. Japan's an island, so that's definitely a different landmass. But if you look at Europe and you look at the U.S. and North America, South America, they're artificial lines for countries. We're all human beings that want the same thing. And so do you want to, Fumi, talk about the children's film at all so that people can know about that? And I can put a link to that as well.
Yes, I really wish we could play it here because it's so it's a call for peace from the hearts of the children around the world. They're all saying, "May peace prevail on earth" in their languages. I believe there's about 8 or 9, 10 countries that took part in this, even more, and it actually played on CNN International,
Oh,
which was it was a surprise. We sent it to the station, and they played it for quite a while. So it really speaks to the heart. You know that children have such an innocence, and they're pure. But you know, in actuality, we're children too. We're children of Mother Earth, and we're children of the Creator, and we all have that purity and that innocence about us. That the children speak to and awaken in us. So
yeah.
it's such a powerful, such a powerful piece. You know, I really hope that you will be able to watch this short video.
Yes, I think that's what we're seeing is that this opportunity to really be in joy like that, because the kids don't have the fears. They're not listening to the news. They're not wearing. They barely had to wear masks. And so the idea is a lot of a lot of good can come out of us listening to the children, and they're the new evolution. They're always our future. They're always our future, and we're evolving so quickly, and so many things are changing that the idea of children realizing and being trained, like Kieko said, she was trained from from elementary school or younger on peace. That's I don't think that's done in many parts of the world, and what a blessing that is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yes.
So, Kieko, is there anything else you'd like to tell us so that I really hope that people will watch this and watch the replay and get a feeling for how they can participate in this, where they really feel a heart connection. That's really what we're asking for, because we're really not, this isn't to raise funds, this isn't a fundraiser, this isn't to make people feel bad. In fact, it's the opposite. It's a thing to make people feel good and unified. Is there anything else that you'd like to add about that?
Oh, thank you, Kathy. I'd like to introduce the message of hibakusha survivors to you. I had a chance to meet and listen to the hibakushas before, and all the hibakushas I met and listened, um, they are very so you know their messages are very very heartfelt and very sincere prayer for peace, and their message they said they are overcome the tragedy they don't have feelings of grudge any longer. Just they overcome them, the
Wow.
tragedies, their tragic experiences. Just they, the survivors continue to, to engage in the peace activities like to tell the experiences of atomic bombing to the younger generations or something like that. Um, you know, um, their strong wishes for peace is a very so pure, pure and very touching. And when when Obama, the former President Obama, visited Hiroshima, so we had a very touching, you know, experiences to meet hibakusha with Obama. And one of the hibakusha said, uh, yeah, we don't have feelings of grudge any longer. We are very grateful to Obama for your visit. Yeah, that's a very touching
Beautiful.
message.
Yes, I think that's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Mm.
Thank you. Because I think a lot of times Americans don't know how to the guilt. It's like I'm sure the same is true in Germany, where there's guilt of what happened in the Holocaust, and by us dealing with it and trying to reconnect is a way to heal.
Yes.
So, as a citizen of Hiroshima, we, you know, the tragedy of the atomic bombing is not not in the past. Still continue. Their survivors are still suffering from the diseases of leukemia or something other diseases, but they just um, their wishes is just for peace, world peace. Nobody nobody should experience this kind of tragedy just for peace. So uh, for citizens of Hiroshima, this is a very significant Memorial Day, August 6th, and to raise our um, peace feelings or the desire for peace. Um, you know, なんていうのかな.
That's beautiful.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's
On
beautiful.
this planet, the oneness of
Mm.
humanity, the feeling of oneness of humanity, global family, you know. This
Mm.
is our message, Hiroshima message. This is our prayer and also our, heart
Mm. Isn't that
to the
wonderful,
world.
Kathy?
Yes, it is.
Hearing this straight from somebody that is from, Hiroshima. It's so touching to me always to hear their
Yes,
words.
yes.
Mhm.
Well, and the opportunity for us to create a better world, a better future. That's
Mhm.
what the bringing the history with us. They say you need to know history so you don't repeat it, but at a certain point we have to heal history,
Mhm.
and this is a beautiful way to do that for so many. Thank you so much. So,
Thank
Fumi, is there other things that you would like to share about So I'm going to show the banner again down below that shows the website. May Peace Prevail on Earth International is the organization that Fumi is the executive director of. And is there anything else that you would like to share, so we make sure that we don't forget? Because I think that this is an excellent opportunity for so many people that are conscious to really walk their talk. Really.
Yes, yes, I believe so. And you know, Kathy, when you showed your little video before we started, I think there was one. It said words energize, and that's so true. You know, I'd like to share the message, may peace prevail on earth, from a very deep place, because we know how much words, thoughts, and actions influence all of us, and influences plants, it influences Mother Earth, animals, all living things. And how, you know, keeping a very positive, light-giving message of hope is so precious and needed in this world today. And I think that's the power of May Peace Prevail on Earth and the Peacefuls, that it's beyond race, religion, creed, boundaries. There's no dualism. It's all about acceptance and oneness, and being one united family under this big, huge prayer and invocation for peace to prevail on earth. So please join us and send that energy field out into the world for healing souls, healing nations, and, you know, healing ourselves. So please join us. It's August 5th, between 3 and 5 p.m. Pacific, 3 and 5 p.m. Pacific, August 5th, which is for Keiko. It's August 6th, and they're 7 to 9 p.m. for Keiko. But please come and share in this very sacred, profound, you know, few hours that we can spend together and be of service to humanity.
Well, we know that other peace meditations have made a huge difference in the world. And I know that people have done meditations in the Middle East and the wars stopped. And so we don't even realize how powerful as humans that we are when we put our intention towards making a difference in the world. We're much more powerful than we think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when you look back at all those pictures of the Earth from space, what you see is this one beautiful marble, this beautiful blue and green and with white clouds planet that is home to all of us, and we're all precious parts of it. So we want to preserve that, because another nuclear war might ruin that beautiful planet and everyone on it.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
So one more time, we want to make sure that everyone knows that they should go to worldpeace.org and see the May Peace Prevail on Earth organization. You can see the website and all they're doing. And then we also will have a link for you for the Facebook event where you can go on Zoom and participate. And please ask your whole family to come. This is a great learning experience for people of all ages. There's no one's too young to experience this.
Thank you so much, Kathy, for that beautiful invitation out to your listeners and community. Thank you.
Yes, and we'll be sharing this. And please, everyone that watches this, please share this so that more people know about it. It's about a week away, so we would love to have all of you and your family be inspired and make this a memory, that would turn us all around and to live with our hearts. So
Thank
thank
you.
you so
Thank
much.
So much.
Thank you, and Keiko, thank you so much for coming
Thank
from
you.
Japan.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to be
Thank
here.
you for
Thank
everything
you.
you do. Thank you, and Fumi, wonderful to be with you
you.
always.
You're welcome.
Love.
Kathy, we'd like to close by saying, may peace prevail on earth in Japanese and in English.
Okay, please
Is that
do.
good? Okay. Keiko will say it in Japanese, and then we can all say it in English.
Okay.
Sure. 世界人類が平和でありますように。
May
May
peace
peace
prevail
prevail.
on earth. Thank you.
Let it be so. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'll see you again soon. I'll see you in about a week.
See you in about a week.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Arigato.